right. Well, first of all, Carlos, don't want to dwell too much on it, but this past weekend you were kind of befuddled as to how your team didn't perform as well in the second half. Now that you've had a chance to kind of look back at it, does it make a little more sense? Do you maybe understand what happened?
Yes. As I say, I always try to watch the games again and again. And second half, we looked disconnected. First half, we were playing close to each other. Second half, we were playing far from each other. So that way it's difficult to connect passes. And then sometimes the options were there and we didn't play it. We don't look for it. So as soon we start playing long balls, one or two, then looks like everybody was doing the same thing, playing long balls, and then we quit to play short passes through the middle.
And shifting to this weekend, you've got a Las Vegas Lights team that's been struggling even more so recently, but now they've installed a new head coach. What are you kind of expecting from Devin? How have you kind of scouted him since he's been an assistant for a few years, but did have head coaching experience at the collegiate level?
Nah, this is the same as when we play Tampa Bay. Kind of the same situation. It's about us. It's about how we're going to play, because it's not for sure if they're going to play the way they played the last couple of games. We fight on the back. They're going to press the same way. With our new coach who's going to be there this week. I don't know if he's going to change system. He's going to continue to play the same system and reinforce, be more attacking minded, defensive minded. So who knows? We don't have any games with this coach to scout. So we focus 100% on us and to see how we're going to perform there.
Something weird I kind of noticed about Las Vegas is they've conceded the most goals in the league, but are also tied for the most clean sheets. I don't know how many of their games you've watched, but does it seem kind of like they're defensively sound until maybe that first goal goes in and then they crumble, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the case. Those are the stats. That means when they're still in the game, 0-0, 1-1, they play good defense, but soon they give out the lead. It looks like they try to chase the game and leave gaps behind defensively and being unbalanced. So we'll see what's going to happen today. As I say, it's a new coach. Obviously, he have a few days to work on that. So we don't know, like, they come from a big defeat. So we don't know if he's going to be more defensive minded and more tactical, more structural. So.
And the last two matches, you've conceded not one but two late goals. Is sort of defending until the end and holding on to whatever result you've got, not conceding those late goals. Is that something you've emphasized a little more this week?
Yeah. Obviously, because that was something that we discussed. At the 85th minute, we were 1-1 and we gave up two goals. Same thing against New Mexico when we had the lead and gave up two goals in the extra time. So that's something that we need to do better. We talk about it, we practice it. When the team look more fatigued or tired with heavy legs, that's when we're going to be smarter keeping the ball. Because if you give up the ball, you're gonna face an attack one after the other one within minutes, within seconds. So that's not a good way to manage the end of the game. So we had to keep the possession of the ball. We had to move the game to the opposite sides of the field, not in front of our box. So that's something that we start working on it this week.
And this week in practice, how has been the attitude of the players? Have they taken this more seriously since the loss?
No, they've been good. They've been working hard. All of us, we're ready to bounce back. So we need to go away and get those points that we lose at home. So hopefully, what we practice, as I say, until today, they look very good. So hopefully on Saturday we can come out strong and get the 3 points that we lost last weekend.
You're talking about the change in the last 20 minutes. There were some, changes in personnel, of course. Got guys on limited minutes, so you made some changes. The field did look really open. Did it, in practice this week, have things look more cohesive? Have you kind of cleaned that up? you know, trying to manage and account for those last 20?
Yeah, but I don't think the subs have a major impact in the last game, you know, because we start playing, we quick to play and we give out the game starting the first minute of the second half. The 46 minutes we start playing, we play the first long ball when we have option to play short or to play through, and we give it the ball. And because we lost that possession, 2 minutes in, Sacramento create a good chance to score. It was the cross on the far post, the header, who goes wide. So I don't think that has something to do with the subs, you know. That was us as a team that we could to play. Everything changed when we went in for halftime to the second half. We changed the way we play in the second half.
So just not doing that.
Despite the loss, like, how are you guys? What's something you're proud about this week of what the boys are doing that are changing the page?
Well, that they embrace it. They embrace the loss. They know that we knew that we lost a good opportunity to be fighting for the top place on the table, and they're working harder and harder to get back, to bounce back, try to get the 3 points in Vegas, and keep competing for the top of the table.
And what is something for you that you're probably most proud about, just what you're seeing in the development changes?
Well, that they developing the personality, you know, of the players, individuals, what they need to do better, what they miss during the games, you know, then those little details, and they're working on it individually and as a team.